Season Pass.
High school sports continue in the Concho Valley. Week 8 of the high school football season is in the books as both Lakeview and Central Open District play. Highlights from San Angelo Stadium coming your way. We also have action from the high school volleyball court. Can Very Best claim its first district title in school history? We have the highlights. All this and more tonight. Season Pass starts right now.
Season Pass is sponsored by Kent Elliott Roofing.
Welcome everyone to Season Pass, the highlight show that brings you everything at Concho Valley sports. I'm your host Ryan Reynolds, and what an interesting week it was. Week 8 of the high school football season is in the books. Week 4 for the Central Bobcats, and we have action and scores from 13 different games to get to. High school volleyball is also a couple games away from closing out its regular season. Playoff spots up for grabs. It's an exciting time of year for sports. And hey, we're just lucky to be playing games right now. Let's start on the gridiron with Central. The Bobcats enter District 2-6A looking for their first win of the season. And what better way to get it than against rival Abilene? This matchup dates all the way back to 1910, and Friday's game marked the 96th meeting between the two schools. Central has won its last 4 meetings against Abilene, both teams looking for win number 1. First quarter, after an Abilene field goal, Malachi Brown drops back, hits Weston Hill wide open in the end zone. Bobcats take a 7-3 lead. Brown was slinging it Friday night. Later in the quarter, Brown back to pass again. This time finds Tyler Hill over the middle, making guys miss. Breaks the tackle for the touchdown. Central up 14-3. Brown, 336 passing yards and 5 passing touchdowns, which ties a school record. Moving to the second quarter, Abilene in the red zone. Wyatt McDougal gets the toss, lunges his way in for 6. Eagles down 14-9. Under a minute left in the half. Central up 10. Looking for more. Seth Levette comes down with it, and it's a foot race. Central led 29-12 at the half, and the Bobcats kept it rolling. Central picks up its 5th straight win over Abilene, 53-32. The Bobcats open district play with a win. Lakeview taking on Fort Stockton for the 15th straight year. This one, the District 2-4A Division I opener. First quarter, Fort Stockton in the red zone. That's Pedro Vasquez in for the touchdown. Panthers up 8-0 after a 2-point conversion. Later in the quarter, Lakeview responds down 14. Albert Rodriguez keeps it, and the Chiefs get on the board, cutting it to a 1-possession game. Next Fort Stockton drive, though, Dominic Aguilar slings it to Jaylee Ibarra, making guys miss, breaks a tackle, and he finds himself in the end zone. That made it 20-7 Panthers. Second quarter now, Rodriguez gets the pass off before the rush gets to him. Tristan Franklin comes down with it. What a catch for the touchdown. But Fort Stockton took advantage of several Lakeview miscues. They led 50-14 at the half and would go on to win 65-28. Lakeview falls to 4-4, 0-1 in district play. Number 9, Wall on the road at 10th-ranked Jim Ned. This one could decide District 3-3A Division I in the champion over their first possession. Tate Yardley to Jack Henderson deep down the left sideline for the big gain. A few plays later, it's the junior Xavier Weissert cuts it back and runs into the end zone for the touchdown. Indians strike first. Weissert has reached the 100-yard rushing mark in every game this season. Wall trying to answer back. Drew Morrison fakes the handoff and takes it in. Morrison finished with 69 yards on 16 carries. Early second quarter, it's Jim Ned's turn again. They call a direct snap to Weissert, who barrels his way into the end zone. That swings the momentum back in Jim Ned's favor, and they would coast from there. Jim Ned wins it 28-8, likely ending Wall's 9 straight years of district titles. Over to District 2-3A Division II, Brady hosting Sonora. First quarter, Broncos strike first. They hand it off to Hunter O'Bannon, who pounds his way in for the touchdown. What a game for the sophomore. He had 15 carries for 245 yards and 3 touchdowns. Next possession, O'Bannon showed the strength on the last play, but is he fast? That answers your question. He turns on the Jets, takes it to the house. It's 16-0 Sonora on top. Brady's offense would respond in the second quarter. Hayden Barnett floats it up for Parker Leonard in the end zone. That's the Bulldogs' first score of the game. Sonora would cruise to a win, 44-13, the final score. Ballinger hosting Grape Creek scoreless in the first. The Bearcats change that. Carter Arrett passes to Gavin Martinez, finds a hole, and that's an easy score. 6-0 Ballinger after a missed PAT. Early second quarter, 3rd and goal for the Bearcats. Tyler Vaughn takes the snap and leaps his way in for a touchdown. A great play by Vaughn, a top 5 nominee. Ballinger makes it a 2-possession game, and the Bearcats would add a whole lot more to the scoreboard. Vaughn finds Braden Bowman down the middle, outruns the Eagle defense to the end zone, 21-0. Ballinger extends their lead and would go on to get the shutout win, 41-0. Hey, don't go away. Next on Season Pass, we take a look at District 14 2A Division 1 and 14 2A Division 2. A lot more action on the way. We'll be right back.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Junior garlic bacon butter.
I'm excited.
Junior garlic butter bacon burger. Junior garlic butter bacon burger. Junior garlic butter bacon burger.
I just want it right now.
Introducing the most capable Sierra lineup ever. Step up to GMC and get $7,000 purchase cash on this 2020 Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab Texas Edition. That's an MSRP under $46,000.
Visit Mitchell Buick GMC in San Angelo.
When it's hot outside, a Superior Services truck in the neighborhood means it's cool inside. Homeowners know the importance of having a Superior Services maintenance plan because proper maintenance saves you money on utility bills. At Superior Services, we consider homeowners and businesses essential all over the Concho Valley. They even have 24-hour emergency service. So enjoy the summer. And to see a Superior Services truck in your neighborhood, call 658-COOL.
Yeah, I think we're good here. Why do we offer so many active safety features on our Chevy SUVs?
Oh, yeah.
All set.
Ready, Freddie?
Because we're not just engineers.
Call us when you get there, okay? Slowly.
I'm going slow. We have families, too.
Get $4,750 cash allowance on most 2020 Equinox models. Plus, current competitive owners get an additional $750 cash allowance. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
Nothing can beat this.
Not even a pillowcase filled with candy?
No. This is a pillowcase filled with candy. Except it's a cup filled with candy.
The trick-or-treat blast.
That's so good.
Welcome back to Season Pass. The Ozona Lions are playing well under new head coach Jared Taylor. The Lions are 4-2 and have won their last 3 games. They look to keep that rolling in District 14 2A Division 2 against Brackettville. Brackettville 1-5 entering this game. Ozona looking to make it 2-0 in district. First quarter, Jesse Vega back to pass, finds Logan Fay across the middle, and he beats everyone to the end zone. Lions strike first, and they kept roaring. This time, Vega keeps it, and he's just faster than everyone else. Pure athleticism from Vega, finds room, and he is on cruise control. Strolls in for the touchdown. Ozona gets the win, 40-0. The Lions improved to 5-2. They remain perfect in District 14 2A Division 1. The Mason Punchers, the other Concho Valley team in that district. And like Ozona, they stay hot, beating Johnson City 55-6 for their 4th straight win. After starting the season 0-4, Mason works his way back to 4-4, 3-0 in district. How about District 14 2A Division 2? 8th-ranked Cristoval hosting Menard. Opening Cristoval drive. Braden Wilcox throws a screen to Patty and Salinas. Sidesteps the defender. Stiff arms, and he's in for the touchdown. 7-0 Cougars out front early. and it's not easy keeping this offense out of the end zone. Wilcox hands it off to Josh Fava. Bada bing, bada boom. Ring it up. 7 more points for Cristobal, 14-0. And Wilcox just showing off in the second quarter. On the keeper, he breaks 2 big tackles and turns on the Jets for the score of his own. 20-0 Cougars in front. And just like Wilcox, they run away with this one. Cristobal improving to 6-1. They beat Menard 66-0. Miles hosting Junction. Huge game in terms of playoff implications. Late in the first quarter, no score. Junction's Chance Condarco is picked off by Carson Ellison. That drive would stall, though, for the Bulldogs. Nothing would come of it. Low-scoring affair in the first half between these two teams. Late in the second quarter now, and it's still scoreless. Miles on the move as Dylan Garza takes the pitch to his right. He's taken down by the Eagles and fumbles it. Colton House scoops it up and takes it back for 6. Junction scores first, 7-0 Eagles in front. And let's get this scoring party started. Junction trying to punch another one in before halftime. Colton House takes the handoff and turns on the Jets. Long touchdown run for the Eagles, 13-0. Junction in front, and they get the big win over Miles, 33-6. Over to the scoreboard for the final matchup in District 14 2A Division II. El Dorado hands it to Rock Springs, 35-12. The Eagles now 3-4, 2-0 in district. Stick around because next on Season Pass, we showcase the great world of 6-man football. More highlights on the way.
As employers, we all face the same goal, hiring the right person. But what if they are right on paper or in an interview, but wrong because they are not physically or mentally fit to perform the duties for which they are hired? That is exactly where Employer Services at West Texas Rehabilitation Center comes in. Sure, we do the standard drug and alcohol testing, but we also offer a program called Work Steps, a program that allows us to gather baseline functional data in the event an injury ever occurs. This helps to lessen the cost to employers simply by requiring the employee recover to the level at which they were hired. With locations in San Angelo, Abilene, and Ozona, we offer regular hours as well as after-hours assistance for post-accidents and reasonable suspicion. West Texas Rehab is your first and last stop for all your occupational health needs. So for more information, be sure and visit us at westtexasrehab.org.
Several years ago, Judge Steve Floyd and our county commissioners made a historic decision to relocate the Tom Green County Jail approximately 6 miles north of San Angelo. This state-of-the-art facility will be able to house over 550 inmates, with a price tag just under $71 million. Here at Concho Bail Bonds, we are strong supporters of this worthy and well-completed project, and we look forward to continue to offer the same quality services to all our valuable clients. At Concho Bail Bonds, it's better to know us and not need us than need us and not know us.
Hey, there's no need to fast forward. Let me do that for you. Let's just make this simple.
Right now, you can get a brand new 2020 Ford Explorer.
And here's the price.
Only $26,988.
And here's where you get it. Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston Hardin Road, or 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Welcome back to Season Pass. At the top of the show, we mentioned the historical richness of Central versus Abilene. But that wasn't the only long-time rivalry to take place Friday night. Robert Lee met Bront in the Coke County rivalry for the 103rd time. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1927, and it was an excellent football game. Let's get to the highlights. Steers, Longhorns, football. Late first quarter, Bront up 20-6. Robert Lee looking to get the ball back. Ivan Escamilla gets the pitch, cuts back, breaking tackles. He's in for 6. Robert Lee down 20-14 after the extra point. Second quarter, Bront now down 2. Low snap by the Longhorns. Tegan Menjarez picks it up, hits Jet Jackson, turns on the Jets up the sideline, breaks inside, finds the end zone. Bront retakes the lead 28-22. Robert Lee looking to respond before halftime. Escamilla on the kick return using his speed. No one's going to catch him. The Steers led 29-28 going into the break, and they would outlast the Bront Longhorns. Robert Lee picks up its second win of the season, 43-42 the final. Homecoming for the Water Valley Wildcats, looking to make it 3 straight wins. Very best, hoping to snap a 3-game losing streak. First possession for Water Valley. Harley Davis takes the pitch, makes a move, cuts back, and there's no one around him. Call him Harley. He has the motor of a Harley Davidson. Scores the first touchdown of the game, and this game was all Wildcats. Next possession, Davis again going left, cuts back, and he's gone, making it look easy. There he goes. Water Valley up 12-0, and there's a lot more where that came from. Still first quarter, why not go for the hat trick? Davis on the carry, weaving his way through the very best defense. Touchdown, Water Valley picks up its 3rd straight win, 63-6, the final score. Erie County hosting a Paint Rock first quarter. Hornets on the attack. Trevin Kofel surveying the field. He decides to tuck it and run, and that's an easy 6 points. Erie County up 16-0. Second quarter, Paint Rockets on the board. Sal Fuentes connects with Jorge Garcia. That's a touchdown. Hornets still up 32-6 though, and they would add to it. Ensuing kickoff, Kofel fields it, and he just finds a seam, and he's gone. Easy as that. 45-yard touchdown. Erie County bounces back from last week's loss to Water Valley. They pick up the win 56-6.
Hi, this is Darren Black with Black Plumbing. We are excited about the reopening of Texas. At no time in our past has it been more important to work together for our future and the safety of our fellow neighbors. I ask you to please shop local and remind you that Black Plumbing will be here for you and your community while still maintaining our safety standards. For all your residential and commercial needs, Black Plumbing will be there for you. May God bless you, and may God bless Texas.
Help is on the way.
Uh-oh, a speeder.
Big oil truck.
Those guys are hard to pass.
Cattle truck.
Hey, boys.
Oh, you're blushing, Larry.
When driving through oil and gas production areas, slow down and pay attention.
I'm going to cut to the chase. Here's the SUV.
Right now, get a brand new 2020 Mazda CX-5.
And here's the price.
Only $21,988.
And here's where you get it. Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston Hardin Road, or 24/7 at BassBunch.com.
Ready to learn something new? Ready to get recertified or get certified in a new career? Howard College Continuing Education Program is ready for you. With over 600 online courses available, you can take classes for personal, physical, and professional needs, all without leaving your home. There are no ends to the availability offered by the Howard College Continuing Education Online Training. Look and see what we have for you. Your time starts now.
Hi,
I'm Mike with MGB, Mike's Gold Buyers. Gold and silver prices are terrific, which means more money for your gold, silver, and diamonds. Come to MGB and you'll say,
I sold gold and I like Mike.
On Avenue N by Angelo State.
Welcome back to Season Pass. High school volleyball is nearing the end of its regular season with the bi-district round for classes 2A through 4A set to begin on October 29th. Playoff spots are up for grabs. Central, however, has about a month until playoffs start. Opening district 2-6A against Midland High. Second set, Lady Cats down 6. Maya Moore with the across-court set for Emery Fly off a Lady Bulldog. That's a Central point. Next play, Lady Cats strike again. This time, Moore setting up Ashton McMillan. Central trailed 14-18 after that point. The Lady Bulldogs will start to pull away. The hammer spike by Ania Clinton for the kill. Now set point, Emma Grimes sends it over to Ella Burns. Midland High takes the set 25-18, and they would go on to win the match in straight sets. Central loses. They fall to 2-3 in district. Over to District 3-4A, Lakeview hosting Big Spring. Maidens looking to avoid the sweep. Up by 3 late in the third set. Lady Steers on the attack. Brandy Coward with the block. Maidens lead 22-18. Set point now for Lakeview. Michaela Wagner spike squeaks in. Maidens win the set 25-21. On to the fourth set. Lakeview trying to force a fifth. Quimani Hairston slams it down. Maidens only down 22-24. Still set point for Big Spring. Maidens down by just 1. Caravela trying to save it, but it falls to the ground. Big Spring beats Lakeview in 4 sets. Shifting gears to District 6-3A, Wall hosting Brady. First set, Wall leading by 4. 2 Lady Hawks join in on the pass. Maddie Sanford is at the net and gives it a nice little knuckle push for the kill. Lady Hawks takes that one 25-12. We go to the second set. Cameron Williams showing off the athleticism. Corbin Herring's set is a bit low, but Williams makes the adjustment midair for the kill. Wall takes set 2 into the third. Annalicia Fuentes trying to stop the Lady Hawks from sweeping. She had a nice ace early on and then gets the hit from the back row to land. However, Wall beats Brady in straight sets. Very Best hosting Bront. The Lady Falcons trying to clinch the district title, and Very Best came out hot in the first set. Meredith Robles drops it in. Later, it's going to be Cora Blackwell. She gets the ace. Lady Falcons win the first set 25-13, but Bront wouldn't back down to undefeated Very Best. Second set, Caitlin Powell, she gets the kill. A lot of power behind that one. This match would go to 4 sets, and Very Best can feel history. Match point, and it's the Abbott to Abbott connection. Olivia assists Haley, point Lady Falcons, and there it is. Very Best claims its first district championship in school history. They beat Bront in 4 sets to improve to 15-0. So that leaves the number 2 and number 3 spots up for grabs in District 7-2A. Water Valley can lock up the 2 seed with a win over Bront. Water Valley used a strong run in the first set. This hit by Kinley Foltz goes off a few Lady Longhorns and out. Caps off a 10-0 run. They would win the first set 25-10. The second set was back and forth. Foltz tips that one over where no Lady Longhorn can get it. Water Valley up 23-21 after a broad timeout. Now they wanted this set, scoring 4 straight points, capped off by this kill by Caitlin Powell to win the set 25-21. Third set, Bront down by 2. Number 2, Emily Jackson just taps it over for the point. Lady Longhorns feeling it, and it was a battle for this set. Bront with a chance to win it here. Sage Busby sets up Powell. Her kill stays in bounds, and the Lady Longhorns win the third set 27-25. But Water Valley does, in fact, lock up that 2 seed in District 7-2A. They beat Bront in a 5-set thriller. Water Valley, they improved to 10-2 in district. Bront falls to 8-4. Back to District 3-4A, Lakeview hosting Levelland yesterday. Some good competition in that district. First set, Maidens on the attack. Emily O'Donnell, she assists Michaela Wagner, drops that one in. She finished with 16 kills, 5 aces, and 13 digs. Later, Lakeview protecting a 1-point lead. O'Donnell to Brandy Coward, fires a kill in there for a point. The Maidens led for a majority of the first set. And here's how it ended. Kinley Jackson sets up Wagner, splits the defender. Lakeview won the first set 25-21. The Loboettes were hanging in there around the second set. This is Calgary Oaks getting it past a diving Maiden, which brings us to set point. Mallory Blocker just dumping in the ace, making that look easy. Lakeview wins this one in 5 sets, to improve to 3-5 in district, 13-10 overall. And hey, don't go away. Next on Season Pass, we have our top 5 plays of the week and our player of the week. We'll be right back.
At Ashley Home Store, we're giving away your choice of a free NFL blanket or a free NFL tumbler. Shop dining, bedroom, and living room essentials and get 0% interest for 60 months. Save 50% off select mattresses only at your Ashley Home Store.
Introducing the most capable Sierra lineup ever. Step up to GMC and get $7,000 purchase cash on this 2020 Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab Texas Edition. That's an MSRP under $46,000. We are professional grade GMC.
At Ashley Home Store, we're giving away your choice of a free NFL blanket or a free NFL tumbler. Shop dining, bedroom, and living room essentials and get 0% interest for 60 months. Save 50% off select mattresses only at your Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back to Season Pass. It's time now for our top 5 plays of the week, and I feel like I say it every week, but it's really hard to narrow these down. Somehow we find a way to do it, though. Let's go ahead and roll them. Which plays make the cut? Number 5, starting on the court with Wall hosting Brady. This is Wall's Maddie Sanford. Look at that kill. Just kind of pushes it over with a knuckle punch. So Lady Hawks will go on to beat Brady in straight sets. They're now 20-5 overall, 6-2 in District 6-3A. Number 4, let's go airborne. Ballinger taking on Grape Creek. Tyler Vaughn takes flight into the end zone. What a play, laying it all on the line. The Bearcats shut out the Eagles 41-0. They're now 7-1, 2-0 in District 2-3A Division 2. Out to Miles for number 3. Junction's defense coming up big before half. Dylan Garza coughs up the football, and who doesn't love a scoop and score? Colton House recovers it. Touchdown. This play really set the tone for Junction the rest of the game as they go on to rout Miles 33-6. Number 2, Central looking for their first win of the season. Opening district against rival Abilene, and Malachi Brown was slinging it. Places this ball only where his receiver can get it, and Seth Levesque does the rest. 69-yard score, one of Brown's 5 touchdown passes on the night. Levesque had 4 catches for a game-high 106 yards. Central gets the win, 53-32. In the top play in the Concho Valley. Number 1, Very Best taken on Braun. Olivia Abbott sets up Haley Abbott. She dumps it in there, and there it is. The Lady Falcons claim the District 7-2A title. Very Best's first volleyball district championship in school history. What an amazing moment for the team, for the town, and everyone involved. The Lady Falcons sit at 15-0, 12-0 in district with 1 match left in the regular season. As we saw at the top of the show, Central picked up its first win of the season on Friday, 53-32 over Abilene in the District 2-6A opener. A lot went right for the Bobcats. The team went the entire game without committing a penalty. The defense created turnovers, and the offense was firing on all cylinders with help from this week's KLST Player of the Week, senior quarterback Malachi Brown. The 3-year starter helped orchestrate 9 scoring drives en route to a historical performance in Friday's win over Abilene. Brown completed 19 of his 28 passes for 336 yards and 5 touchdowns. It's first reported by the Standard Times. That makes him just the 6th quarterback in school history to toss 5 touchdown passes in a single game, joining the likes of Maverick McIver, Cal Vincent, Braden Hucks, Mickey Scott, and Shea Morans. The gunslinger also racked up 55 yards on the ground. A great performance by Brown. He's this week's KLST Player of the Week.
Player of the Week is sponsored by Southwest Pools and Spas.
And that pretty much wraps up this episode of Season Pass. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. You can check all of our content on ConchoValleyHomepage.com. We'll be right back here next Sunday at 10:35. Set a reminder. Good night, Concho Valley.
Closed captioning for the hearing impaired is sponsored by the Law Office of Rick DeHoyas.